So how this digital media played its role in shaping public opinion, especially at the time of elections or leading to the elections.
Yeah, so digital media ante I'll give a bit of context in my own career and how I saw it growing vis-a-vis my career. So in 2011 I started my journalism career. So that's when I remember there were like hardly 5 to 6 websites which would actually pay for writing online news. So, and I remember that print was the thing then. And if you were part of a newspaper or, any of these big media houses and big names, it was a big thing. But over time, like say, I think around 2013-14, it was a different ballgame altogether, because a lot of these media jobs, especially in newspaper industry and television channels, they started skimming their staff because of lack of revenues and ad revenues and all of those. So, and at the same time, social media's proliferation itself was a huge push for people, because they suddenly had multiple options to get news or any sort of information they wanted. So if I have to give you an example, ఇప్పుడు మన ఆంధ్ర తెలంగాణ బైఫర్కేషన్ తీసుకుంటే, that was also the time when this digital media was it played a huge role in the entire propaganda gani, entire messaging through political parties kani, other sources also, because it was a very sentiment driven movement, Telangana movement, followed by the entire bifurcation issue. It was easy because it was digital media, so it was directly reaching an individual either through your WhatsApp or through social media or through any other direct platform they were consuming news or any information from. So our time low, it was very important, and even political parties and in that time played a major role in propagating messages that hit directly the sentiment of people. If you see, a lot of information that goes and that people consume is more or less reflective of their own individual characteristics and the culture they come from. అంటే వాళ్ళకున్న ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్సెస్ కానీ, వాళ్ళకున్న బయాసెస్ కానీ, వాళ్ళకున్న థాట్ ప్రాసెస్ కానీ. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ సపోజ్ ఐఎమ్ రీడింగ్ సంథింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ Sakshi, suppose I'm just reading something from there, and I know what is written about, what will be written about in the Sakshi newspaper, or say even on their website. If I have to read the same story in say ABN Andhra Jyoti or some other media outlet or Enadu or any other website like Gulte or anything, I'm just talking about the Telugu states kabatti, it will be a completely opposite viewpoint. So me as a person, I have seen Sakshi, I've seen Andhra Jyoti, I've seen Enadu now, but I still have my own preference, politically maybe, or because of my own influence. So I know which one I don't like. So whichever I don't like, I'm defensive about it. For example, let's just take the whole thing about Sakshi propagating fake news. When I see it, I know it. So obviously I'm being defensive in that case, but I still know that it is fake news and I will not accept it. But there is also an audience that accepts Sakshi as the main source of news. So it is very dependent on an individual's thought process, their influences, the background which they come from. So all of this also plays a major role. So there are multiple factors kabatti.
Yeah, so మీరు చెప్పినట్టే కన్ఫర్మేషన్ బయాస్.
Yes, yeah, totally.
మనకి ఏ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ ఉంటుందో అదే పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ ప్రాపగేట్ చేసే ఛానల్ స్కేల్ చూస్తూ ఉంటాం.
Totally, yeah. But there is a different thing happening via social media. Social media through IA propaganda gani, social media via jarige information gani manakoche, whatever, in whichever format we receive it, it's very different because a lot of it can be fake. And one of the reasons why we are unable to differentiate it is because it is starting from political parties itself, the whole fake news creation. So it's become very difficult to regulate or differentiate and understand what is right and what is wrong. I think it's also because we are so much in a hurry to know what is happening that we don't try to find what is right, but what comes first, what is given to us first.
జనరల్ పబ్లిక్ తెలియని విషయాలు మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేసిన ట్రెండ్స్ ఏమన్నా ఉంటే చూతారా? అంటే బిఫోర్ వి గో ఆన్ టు యాక్చువల్లీ టాక్ అబౌట్ there are at all any solutions to this issue or whatever, but if you feel there are certain things which every common man knows,
right,
but are you noticing any trends any trends which may not be so widely known by people? Ajotara.
So I'll tell you this from the political context itself, because politics, media are interlinked ikkada. When it comes to the political space, ఇప్పుడు మనకి I'll give you an example of the BJP itself, because we are seeing it day in and day out. So if you take Andhra Pradesh as the state, we see the temple attacks issue being brought up on and off again and again. But if you go through the history of Andhra Pradesh, we've hardly had any sort of religious discrimination gani, disturbances gani, whatever. Not really many in terms of religious crimes that have happened. But there is again caste as a factor which plays a major role in AP. But ఈ టెంపుల్ అటాక్స్ ఇష్యూస్ వచ్చిన దగ్గర నుంచి okay, there is let's just try to understand this. First, there's a temple attack. Then one day later, most of it is happening in the night, and one day later suddenly someone realizes, some local in the village or something, and it's reported to the police. Even in the big temples this is happening. Third day, the same day the police comes, they are giving reasons for the attacks instead of finding it. Fourth, the process is that YSRCP reacts to it, TDP reacts to it, BJP reacts to it. Then after this, what is happening is, first thing we need to question is, where are the CCTV cameras? Okay, small temples we can ignore, but bigger temples, older temples which have history, like Ramatirtham for example, where are the CCTV cameras? Second, how is religion being brought into this? Why are we not trying to find the people who did it, rather than sitting and trying to look at this as an attack on politics or the political parties playing their own game around it? Third, in all of this, BJP will come and say, I am doing a protest today. And then the entire issue gets diverted from there. Instead of trying to follow up on what happened, why did it happen, who did it, it is going to who is more Hindu, which party supports more Hindus, which party is protecting Hinduism. So the entire narrative around the story is going into religion and religion-based agendas. So that, you see, it's a very clever tactic of the BJP for which other political parties are falling prey. For example, YSRCP is already taking the heat for conversions in the state. And given that Jagan and his background is seen as a Christian community-led one, it is very easy for people to bring up the whole issue against him. So now, if you look at, say, BJP versus YSRCP versus TDP, I'm not talking about Janasena because it is a very confused party. So I will leave that out here. But if you see these three parties, the one that is most at loss is TDP here, because it is a neutral party. It has been neutral, except for one or two incidences where they have voiced out concerns earlier in its history, in its journey. It has normally been neutral towards every religion. But in this case, it is forced to take a stand and pronounce its stand on one single community or in support of that one single religion. So YSRCP knows its game very well. BJP knows its game very well. What is happening is that TDP is falling into this trap. And then eventually they close the entire matter from the case to the religion to, the conclusion is TDP has done this. And it becomes a blame game after that. So the entire issue gets sidetracked. Ultimately, no one knows who did what to that temple and why a temple is being destroyed in the first place, and what is the motive of anyone doing it. If there is any, nexus between the people doing it or the government and other parties involved doing it. So what it is anedi evariki ardham gaatledu, and this is how you're very carefully manipulating the entire public discussion and discourse to a very different level. People have forgotten the issue already here. So you don't have to do much to even talk about temple attacks. So this is something I see over and over, not just in Andhra Pradesh, but in every state where the BJP is trying to gain its ground. Like even Tamil Nadu, if you see, even Telangana for that matter. During the GHMC elections, there was a lot of religious propaganda happening against Muslims, and they were pitting Hindus and Muslims against each other. So these are very clever tactics that BJP chooses to inject into you. So ultimate wala message enti ante chala simple. Nenu and my party, me and my party, we are protecting Hinduism. They will inject this message into you through either a WhatsApp forward or through a meme or something which says these many temples in India have seen destruction because of Muslims, and now Andhra Pradesh is seeing the same problem, and you know who the CM of Andhra Pradesh is and what his religious affiliation is. So the other parties are actually supporting the CM indirectly. We are the only ones who are here to save Hinduism, and hence you should choose us. It is not telling you directly, but it will do this through these messages and trying to make you feel like your own religion is under threat. So you see, it's changing of psyche of a human being. So it goes to a very minute psychological level.
సో మీరు చెప్తుంటే నాకేమనిపించిందంటే ఈ growing influence of social media has actually taken this to a completely different level.
Correct.
And in fact, even electronic media is trying to play catch up with social media, right?
Correct.
Because
yeah, totally.
ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ మీడియా కానీ ఎంతో కొంత రెగ్యులేటరీ మెకానిజం, అంటే మరీ ఎక్కువ కంట్రోల్ చేయకూడదు కూడా ప్రెస్ ని, కాబట్టి ఎంతో కొంత వాళ్ళ సెల్ఫ్ రెగ్యులేషన్ అయినా ఉంది వాళ్ళకి. సోషల్ మీడియాకి అయితే అది కూడా లేదు. సో దీని ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ పెరుగుతుంది కాబట్టి దే ఆర్ యాక్చువల్లీ ట్రైంగ్ టు, అంటే హౌ టీడీపీ ఈస్ ట్రైంగ్ టు నౌ ప్రాబబ్లీ అన్విటింగ్లీ ట్రైంగ్ టు ఫాలో BJP's methodology. Electronic media is trying to follow social media's trends అనమాట. ఆ టైప్ లో, అంటే టు డ్రా an analogy.